Good afternoon, everybody in Big Seattle. Joe Jano, live on Friday. Our new show, our new time, same destination. And that's right. It's 81 degrees outside today. Beautiful sunny day. And I'm not joking. We finally got heat. And Seattle people are having a hard time with it. I love it. I love it. So welcome to the Jopra Show, Joe Jano. We are back in studio. Back from a big show at Paquitos, hanging out with my main man, my main people, and all the love of Paquitos. We had a great time. It was nothing but greatness, margaritas and Rita thing. And Lisa's on a diet. No more guacamole. That's
Not
good.
Too much. Had to
Right,
get out.
right?
Yeah.
This week we got 2 hours of love. We got new family members to contribute to the show. We got sports. We got love. We got Emerald Downs. We got restaurants. It's going to be a big show,
Big
Lisa.
show.
Big show.
Big show back in the hometown.
Back. But it's Friday. Friday, Lisa.
Oh, it feels
Our
good
new
on a
spot.
Friday.
New spot. Eric Ryder's in the house. Afternoon. Good afternoon.
Happy Friday.
Listen to you. How you been, my brother?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
It's good to see you back, man. I missed
Good
you
to
all
see you.
last week. I mean, all those live remotes. I mean, they got me like in a little truck, like yelling at people.
I was here running things.
You were,
but,
you
I
were
wish I
running
could have
them.
been down
You were
at
like Chris
Paquitos.
Brown, man, running it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Right? You know, I mean, I tell you, I think the live thing's interesting. I mean, I think there's a lot of components that made it some time challenging, but I thought, Murray Stinson was awesome.
Murray's awesome. He's so nice
And
and
the
cute.
Paquito people did a great job down there. I blessed them, and I thought the tasting was fun. I mean, Little Water Cantina had the best guacamole,
Yeah?
period.
Yeah?
The margarita, though, was stunning. I mean, I could
Their
have
margarita
I
was
could have drank 9 of
amazing.
those.
Yeah.
I mean, my people from the 6th Gill and we could have got down on those all day long.
Yeah, those were good.
Right?
Yeah.
But when I go down to the Emerald Downs next week, I'm going to have a margarita there.
Yeah?
And we'll just see. Maybe we should bring our own guacamole.
Maybe our own, just put it in our little
Right?
backpack.
I'll put it on the horsey.
They all chase each other to get the guac
Right?
horse.
Well, it's a beautiful day here, folks. Everything's good. My girl Lisa Martin's wearing her summer gear. She is happy as a bird. Happy as a bird. And, there's a lot of big things going on. I mean, big announcements that came out of the Supersonics today that we'll have our sports girl, Miss Stephanie Elliott, break it down for us later. But big news. Old Chris Henson sort of dropped it like it's hot today. He just sort of told the people, listen, you forget who my partner is. He's got more God-earned money than you all do.
Yeah.
So he just sort of like flexed his muscle today. So we'll talk about that later at 1:30. And then today, opening up the show, I brought some fun people in. Mm-hmm. The big beer thing is exploding in Seattle. I mean, we talked about the Rockin' Brews, and we talked about Sipping Brew a lot. But, I mean, people are now actually opening up these nice little pubs. I don't know if I want to call it a pub anymore. These nice little restaurants. And they're carrying not just 10 or 12, but like 30-something different beers. All craft beers, local beers, and I sort of like it. So I called these folks who opened a place called the 6th Gill down in Fremont. So they're going to come on the show today. They just
That
came
sounds
up.
good.
They're busy, man. They got Seattle Beer Week. I mean,
Seattle Beer Week is ridiculous.
I had to drag them out of the house. I mean, they're busy.
Yeah.
I mean, you think I'm busy with little kids? I call them. You can hear the kegs clinking in the back. They're making money down there. They're doing it. So they're going to talk to us today. And then, on a serious note, I have a great friend of mine, Jennifer Scheib, and she's got this really great event happening at Emerald Downs called RAINN, and it's a great awareness about sexual abuse. So at 2:00, we're going to talk with Jennifer.
Cool.
Because it's great awareness, and at the same time, this event is global. She's knocking it all around. It's in Philly, D.C. It's going to be my backyard. I'm taking home one of the horses today. Itty Bitty's going to jump all over that thing.
I need to
All
take a
over that.
picture of this horse and put it out.
Yes, and then we'll finish up the show today, man, talking with Lisa on the town because she's got some new things happening.
Me too.
We're going to get physical, and we're going to talk about flow.
What's flow?
Flow. We're going to talk about flow. I have a friend of mine doing a show.
Wasn't that a great
that was
Like that?
breakdown and flow to announce
We're going to flow away.
There's a lot of different
Yes, we're gonna
definitions
talk
of flow.
Well, there's a girlfriend of ours, Meg, who's got this event she's been putting together where she takes musicians and poets, and they just sort of get down all together. So they do some poetry readings, some spoken words, they play some bebop music, and it's called flow. What's so funny?
They get down all together?
All together.
Okay.
Hey,
Flow
listen.
and together.
Hey, back in the old days, man. Back in the old days when you could go to a club, you all got down together. I mean, people don't dance together no more. They just sort of swing their heads back and forth. Back in the day,
People don't dance in Seattle, period. Or it's like when you go to a concert, people just stand there with their beer in hand and bob their head.
this is Seattle.
Yeah.
They can't have any,
Nobody moves
Right.
much.
Seattle people can't have any fun. You know that. They don't got time for that.
That's why
They don't got
flow-
time for that.
Nobody got time. for that.
I got time for that.
They got flow and
I
get
went
down.
to a Janet Jackson concert in Seattle, and not one person was dancing. How can you not dance to Janet Jackson?
Really?
Yes.
That's bad.
You're not part of the Rhythm Nation.
Come
then,
on, I have
if
been.
you go to the
5,
Janet Jackson
4, 3,
concert.
2, 1.
Go.
I'll knock it down. Don't worry. I can still drop it like it's hot at 55. Don't worry about that. What are you laughing
Drop it
about?
like it's hot.
I can.
You can. You got moves.
I do.
I've seen you.
Jopra does
you're
have
good.
moves. Jopra has moves. So, Lisa, I was at my favorite place today. I was at the Harry's Chicken Joint.
Did you finally get in?
No, the line was like 10 people long.
It's his
Jopra-
favorite
It's
place.
his favorite place he can't get into.
Can't get in. Jopra loves fried
Any
chicken.
club that would have Jopra, he doesn't want to belong.
Yeah.
I can't get in. It's terrible. I said to the old man, I waved at him outside. He looked at me and waved back and then turned his back. I said, darn it.
Please.
I've texted him.
Come
Listen,
on, Harry.
I've texted him, emailed him,
Please,
and
Harry.
Facebooked him. I can't get a response from Harry.
So what time do you go? Like
I
it's-
went like at 12 o'clock, lunchtime.
Oh.
I was going to grab a couple pieces for the family.
I was going to grab some chicken too,
Oh,
too,
yeah,
and I was
whatever.
running behind.
I
But
was-
I was just going to hit the QFC.
No, you did not.
I didn't, obviously, because I didn't want to disappoint.
I can't believe you would insult me by bringing me some fried chicken from QFC.
The Albertsons chicken's really good.
Well, today, folks, on the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk, we're having a good show. Lots of great things happening. We're trying to keep things flowing. It's our new day, new time, Friday. We're going to introduce to you the new family member, my main lady, Stephanie Elliott, and we're going to do some great things today. So we're going to do a quick break. We have a lot on the dock today, so we'll be right back here on the Jopra Show. I'm Joe Jano, and this is Alternative Talk.
I keep forgetting we're not in love anymore. I keep forgetting things will never be the same again.
If you like the Jopra Show and all its no excuses truth,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
you need to follow Jopra on Facebook. Just search for the Jopra Show, and on Twitter, it's @Jopra Show. We'll keep you up to date with the latest and greatest about what's coming up on the show, public appearances, and everything that is Jopra approved. Jopra approved.
Is that why you were here?
If you love dogs, tune in to The Dog Show with Julie Forbes, live every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. We'll talk about everything dog and interview authors, experts, and amazing organizations, both locally and nationally. And don't even get me started on the pet food industry. I'm Julie Forbes. Find us online at www.dogradioshow.com and also as a free podcast on iTunes. The Dog Show with Julie Forbes, an evolved perspective on life with dogs.
Want a faster metabolism? Desperate for more energy throughout the day? Food is our most powerful medicine, and on Passionate Nutrition Radio, I'll answer your burning nutrition questions and offer real solutions for your family. On Passionate Nutrition Radio, you'll learn how to transform how you look and feel with the foods that you eat. My name is Jennifer Adler, and I'm a nutritionist, chef, and founder of Passionate Nutrition, a nutrition practice with 6 locations throughout the greater Puget Sound area. Join me on Passionate Nutrition Radio for a weekly serving of nutrition wisdom. Learn more at PassionateNutrition.com.
That's Passionate Nutrition every Friday at noon.
Want to hear something different from talk radio? The choice is clear. Alternative Talk, 1150 a.m.
Old school on the Jopra Show. That's my boy, man, Michael McDonald.
I like that song.
That bass rhythm is like brings back. That's when I used to go roller skating.
You roller skated?
Skate King, Bellevue, baby. Oh yeah, Eric, you know I used to skate King.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, you used to get down to that song.
Did you
Dropping
wear-
it like it was hot.
Dropping like it's hot. Did you wear bell
'cause
bottoms?
I used to snowball. You know, when you ask the girl, you go around and around and grab the girl by the hand. Oh yeah.
Did you used to go backwards and do the?
No, because you know what happens if you went backwards, your guys would come up and trip you.
Oh, that's
So
not
you had to
good.
keep an eye on them. You know, your buddies were thugs. They would come get you when you had that one special gun in your hand. Right, Jen? You know what I'm talking about? All right. Well, if you just joined the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk, today we're getting down on a great restaurant. These folks were very blessed to come join us. I mean, they've only been open since the 24th of April. Right?
Baby steps.
Well, no, they got 2 restaurants. They're going to take them big steps now. They're rolling. 3, 4, 5 restaurants, easy now.
Easy money.
Easy money. But it's good to have in the studio today. Ellen Kelly and my man Rick are in the house. They're from Six Gill Restaurant. Welcome. How
Thanks.
are you guys?
We're doing great.
You doing all right?
Great, yeah.
Coming off your post 3 weeks of running? Just running. I know you are.
Yeah, everybody's a little bit tired.
Just a little bit.
But, now's the time to gear it up with Seattle Beer Week.
Right? And you know that Lisa, anytime you need her to sling some beers, she's one of the crown jewels. If you just need her to come in and do a quick, step in, she can do that.
Oh, we get lots of offers.
Right.
I got a day job, but hey, can I come in and pour a couple?
Hey, everybody wants to be a bartender.
Yep.
It's the one lost art that everyone, if they could do one job for a day outside of being a porn star, that's be a bartender.
Everybody wants to be a porn star?
Oh, yeah, number one.
I didn't get that memo.
You didn't get that memo?
No.
Okay.
But everybody should be a bartender for a day to understand what they deal with. Because I got to tell you, some people are like, oh, I'm great at it. And you're like, no, you're not.
Not
good
at all. So, guys, you're coming forward with Six Gill. Tell me a little bit about the name first, because I've been curious about it. I'm like, Six Gill, what? After a fish, right?
After a deep water shark that lives in our Puget Sound.
We got a shark in the Puget Sound?
Yeah.
That's it. Ain't going to the water no more.
Really, really big one, too.
How big are they?
Females can get up to 18 feet.
Oh, that's it. Definitely not going. What happened to Jopra?
Take you down.
Got ate by a shark. It's always the Soul Brother going down first in every movie, right? Well, that's awesome. So then you did the Six Gill thing, because if those folks who don't know Rick, he's an ex-REI guy. So he's got the whole culture world down. And so, Rick, speaking of which, you're at REI, you're stocking up some gear, you're running the big office. What, I'm going to go open a pub? I mean, how did you and Ellen decide, hey, let's get into this business and do it? Because that one's a lawyer. Yeah, you guys are two extremes. I love it. It's a great story.
It's all about passion. We have a strong passion for fermented beverages, beer and wine and hard cider, and we always planned our hiking trips and travel trips over a nice beer or a glass of wine, and we're like, let's combine our loves.
Yeah, and the recession helped us out a little bit in terms of our job security.
I love that. It gave you a little bit of focus. Is that what you're trying to say? Just like, hey, this is how we're going to go, right?
Yeah, I guess it's time to open a bar.
When things are bad, going to go to drinking, right?
Everybody always will drink.
Right?
Yep.
And so, I mean, you guys opened your first restaurant. They opened up Noble Fur in Ballard and knocked it out. I love the space. And it's a great brew hall. I mean, I'm not a massive beer drinker, but you guys carried a lot of great stuff. Cider. I mean, how many taps are cider at the Noble Fur? 5? 6?
We've had events where we've had up to 6. Typically, we average around 3 on tap.
Right.
So, and a nice bottle list as well.
Sure. So
Sounds like my new favorite place.
I know. It's all over.
Cider's my drink.
Is it your drink in T-Town?
Definitely.
Hey, that's his drink. It's his drink. I tell you. So then you guys did Noble Fur, did really well. And all of a sudden, we come about a year out and started looking around for a new spot, found the Six Gill in Fremont. And what made you guys choose Fremont?
It's just a great location.
Right.
It's right on the canal, and it's a busy scene, very lively. Also, it's close to our house, so we don't have to have a long commute.
When the alarm system goes off at 7 in the morning, there we are.
You guys can walk right down. Is that it?
Yeah.
And so how's the response been by the Fremont people?
We think it's been great. I mean, we've talked about it before. We've seen a lot of other pubs and chefs and restaurants moving into the Fremont area. And I think Fremont was traditionally known as kind of a college crowd. And what we're seeing is our regulars that are from the Noble Fur, that, the demographic might be a little bit older like we are. They're excited to see not just the Six Gill, but other places moving into Fremont and kind of changing that, or I guess adding to that demographic as well.
Because Fremont back in the day, it was sort of an older style kind of town area. I mean, I remember going to Fremont, and you can find a nice little beer hall at the Red Door and stuff. But it's now changed. I mean, Paseos, Rock Creek, Rue, Renee Erickson's place, you guys. I mean, it's making a big change, which I like. I think Fremont, it's become a destination to go eat, which is unusual. It used to be the place to go partay.
Yeah, I was up in Fremont yesterday walking around. Last night I had dinner up there.
Oh,
it's
yeah?
Nice, yeah.
Yeah?
It was quiet last night, but I was like, because I used to live right by the Troll when the triangle was the original triangle. So now it's like when I walk there, they're like, oh my gosh, look at all that stuff.
Well, that's a lot going on. And let's talk about the food, because Six Gill's doing a lot of food, which the menu's impressive.
Yeah, it's really nice.
It's really nice. And you brought in a chef, not just any chef, though.
No, Eric Stover. He came to us from several years with Tom Douglas, most recently at Brave Horse.
Right. How did you guys get Eric to come aboard? I mean, Tom Douglas to Six Gill. That's a big move.
Well,
you guys, did you lose a bet on the gambling table? Did you take him to Emerald Downs and bet on the wrong horse? What happened?
Talked him into it over a few beers at the Fur.
Okay.
He was at regular hours there, and so
he had a running tab and couldn't pay it, huh? I see. But no, I mean, Eric's done that's a great move. And so tell me a little bit. I mean, is it more American cuisine like? pub food gone wrong? What do you got going on there?
We think it's pub food gone right.
I got you.
We don't have a fryer, so no fried. We don't do that.
What?
Yeah, I know. People are saying, you're crazy. You got to have French fries.
Jopra can't go there if there's no fried food.
No
That's against the
fried.
rules.
Yeah.
Nice.
But we have a focus on seafood, with the 6-skill theme, the nautical charts and boating and cruising guides. So we have a beautiful manila clams with pork jowl and some fennel broth.
Wow.
We do a really great kind of dressed down blackened cod club sandwich, a Dungeness crab and shrimp pot pie. So it's hearty fare, but it's casual and approachable, still pub fare.
That's really good pub fare. The black cod sandwich? Are you serious? That sounds good. Get me hungry. Get me hungry. So then you guys take it this far. I mean, which is impressive. Were you guys, did Eric open the whole theme of the kitchen for you? I mean, did he head it from the beginning, or is it more you guys put together the menu and then brought Eric in later to execute?
It was really a collaboration.
Collaboration, doll? Nice.
Yeah.
No, I've met Eric. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy.
And he can really cook. So,
Yeah.
see, that makes it even more. I got to get down there soon.
You guys have a patio?
We do, yeah. We read the weather report last Tuesday, and by Thursday we had our patio set up and back on the right side of the building in the sun. So we've got some picnic tables and planters. We'll look to augment it over time, but right now it's a place to set your beer and sit in the sun.
Cool.
And speaking of beers, you have 35 beers on draft?
Right now we have 36 drafts.
36 drafts?
And usually 31 of those are beers and 5 are hard ciders.
Wow.
And are we getting through the rotation of the beers? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, huh? That's impressive. And you guys are focusing on crafts. And when we say craft beers, are we doing any kind of home brewing? I'm trying to figure out where the homebrew world is right now. I've been to a few events where the homebrewing guys are coming to the table. But can you guys bring a homebrew in?
We cannot.
You can't? All right. Unless they're licensed. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Is there a favorite brew out there right now? Who's making the best beer?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Let me ask you a question. I'll make it easy for you. If it's late night, about 10 o'clock, and you're on the patio, walking up from work, and you got home, what beer would you have first?
That's
a High Life?
Probably not a High Life, but the sours have gained a tremendous amount of popularity.
You were talking about that. Tell me about the sours. I don't know much about that, so please, what is it about the sours?
Sours is one of the oldest beer making styles. It's a Belgium style.
Okay.
They use wild yeast, so the native yeast, and they usually introduce some strain of bacteria to help with the tartness. It's almost like a crossover between a cider and a beer. They're very, very, they can be very tart. But there's a whole range. There's pale sours, there's brown sours, and then there's a lot of sours where they introduce some type of fruit.
Right.
Is it higher in alcohol content, or is it like
the whole
average?
range, just
Really?
like beer? It can be
down?
5% up to 10%.
Oh wow!
And is it you serving a small is it small portion serving like a 10 ounce, or does it come normally like on a pint or larger?
Typically, we serve it in a nice 13-ounce Berliner tulip glass.
Okay.
It
tulip
gives it a
glass.
great.
I love tulip.
Yeah,
Right.
It gives it a great nose and
So I'm gonna have to try
expansive
that.
flavor.
So on my list, on my docket to come to 6 Skill, I gotta have the black cod sandwich.
Sour.
I gotta have a sour, and I gotta say hello to Eric.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna be busy for weeks, and I gotta bring Eric Ryder with me because he loves cider. Right, Eric?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So then we're going forward. We're talking coming in probably the busiest beer week in Seattle. I think. There's events when you bring up Seattle Beer Week. There's events.
It's like down to the hour on their website of what's going on.
Every hour. I'm just wondering, is there one person trying to hit all of these? I'd love to meet that one person. Do you guys have someone who's like, I'm going to every event?
Pretty close. We got a few
Is there a
people.
couple cats?
We know some folks that take this as their week off of work.
Oh, really?
Whoa.
Their
And-
stayvation.
Week is it's actually 10 days. So they call it Seattle Beer Week, but it's really Seattle Beer 10 days. So that's a lot of events for a lot of bars to put on all over town, over a couple of hundred events. Everybody's involved, and all the different bar owners and beer community kind of pop from bar to bar and check things out.
That's amazing. And you guys are having 7 events at each restaurant, Noble Fur and 6 Skill, right?
Yes,
Correct.
indeed.
And let's talk about the events. At the 6 Skill, tonight, Hood River Night, is that correct?
Yes.
So Hood River Night's going to be going on. What's happening with Hood River? They're just going to come up and pour some beer special for you guys? Or
Yeah, we got special beers from Double Mountain Brewery, from Logston's Brewery, and from Freem. So
wow.
They all sent up great beers, and so we'll have 15 beers on tap.
Right. And you're in good shape, Rick. I mean, how do you do that while all this beer is around? I mean, what's going on?
I lift a lot of kegs.
Okay.
I do a lot of recycle runs. Scrub a lot of floors.
Right? I see it.
Yeah.
So then tonight on Friday, if you weren't going to be in Fremont, you're over in Ballard at the Noble Fur, the Bear Republic Brewing?
Yeah. They're out of Healdsburg, Northern California. And
Cool.
they're exceptional.
Really?
So we have 8 beers from them, including a couple sours.
Right. And is there a discount during this beer week or anything, or is it by these breweries, or is this normal pricing?
Normal pricing.
Okay. All right. I like this. And then tomorrow night, this is sort of a fun one for me. If I was going to go over the Noble Fur, they're having a luau party.
Oh, like Kahlua Park.
Yeah,
and stuff
luau
like
party
that.
at the Noble Fur.
Yeah, with Maui Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
It's great.
I'd be down for that.
Oh, it's very cool.
This is the second. This is the only one that we've done the same brewery 2 years in a row. So this is our second year doing Maui Brewery because it was so popular last year. They send over beers that they don't typically send to the mainland for us. My folks live in Maui, and so I actually had the opportunity to meet the guys from Maui Brewing when I was over there visiting my folks and at their beer garden. And so we set it up last year, and this is the second year. And I think it's one that will kind of continue the tradition. It might be the one signature event every year that we continue, but it's pretty festive.
Yeah, their bar's awesome. They have the I used to live on Maui, so they have they have the ice around their bar, so you can put your beer on the ice they have an ice trail around the bar, so your beer stays
stay
cold.
cold over there.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. It was the first one that did that. So yeah, those are good guys there.
Yeah,
I like it.
Sure.
A luau party, beer style. That's fun. And then also tomorrow night at the Six Skill, Portland, Oregon night. I sort of like this concept. You went down to Oregon and grabbed some beer people to get to work.
Yeah, well, I lived in Portland for 6 years. I love the city. It's a great city, and it's it's at the top of the beer scene. So
is it a bigger beer scene than Seattle?
It's a little more established.
They're a little bit more geeked up down there. Yeah,
I think Seattle's just as beer geeky.
Geeky?
Yeah, I just think
I use that in a good phrase.
no, absolutely.
Good
Those are people we count on to
Right?
make a living.
Mm-hmm.
Portland might be still a little ahead,
right,
of the beer scene.
Interesting.
Like their food truck scene.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you go to Portland, the food truck scene is really successful. Their spirit scenes are out of control. And then now this whole thing of beer. How did Portland get ahead of us? Not that we're going to bring that on the show. Got to talk about that.
And we should mention that at the Six Skill we have the Noble Fur is a traditional tavern. At the Six Skill we have introduced a cocktail program as well.
Oh,
yeah.
And did you guys bring somebody in to do the cocktails, or
yeah,
did you two sit on the back porch and?
No, not us.
Okay.
We're kind of still in the beer world, and we're learning about the cocktails ourselves. But we do have Colleen King's running that program for us, and we do have about 18 or so different Washington distilleries that we're carrying there.
Cool.
I like it. Now, are you guys doing any kind of drinks with beer? Is there some crossover going on there?
There will be.
All right.
So
coming that way. If you joined the Jopra Show today, we brought in the folks from Six Skill. Their restaurant's located at 3417 Evanston Avenue North, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
And if you're going to go there, you got to holler at them. These guys are doing some cool stuff. Now, you're open 4 p.m. till 2 or 1 a.m. on the weekdays?
1 or so,
One or so, give or
we don't
take?
need the folks that are rolling in at 1:30.
No. Sometimes I'm out with my auntie. Don't be angry. That's just how I roll. And then on the weekends, we're opening at 1, right?
Opening
lunchtime
at
11.
breakfast? Can I get some eggs?
You
Yes,
sure
yes.
can.
Wow.
Biscuits and
That's
gravy.
nice.
And,
Whoa,
brunch.
hold up, back
Like,
up.
is it
Biscuits and
seafood
gravy?
biscuits and gravy?
Pardon me?
No,
Is it-
seafood biscuits and gravy?
Well, it's a seafood house, so I didn't know
No,
if
it's a
maybe they tried to do
traditional
something
sausage.
fancy.
Could be.
You know,
You
they might
never
put
know.
a Dungeness crab and something
We'll
with
keep that
biscuits.
in mind to work it
A
in.
sardine biscuit and
You
gravy?
never know.
I'm
That
with
sounds
you.
awful. Sorry. Sardines.
It's got to sound good, right?
Sardine and
Right. Well, let's talk before we get to break here. Let's talk about the last event because it's a dinner party. Sunday night, the Ninkasi, right? Brewing?
Ninkasi.
Ninkasi
Out of
Brewing.
Eugene, Oregon, yeah.
Those guys are big. I see them everywhere.
They're huge.
Yeah,
I mean, and they're not that old. They've only been around 6-7 years, and
They have a great beer.
I mean,
they have great beers and make great specialty seasonal
Right.
beers
and Jamie Floyd, he's their boy, right? He's going to come in and knock it out for you guys that night.
yeah, on Monday the 13th we're
On the
having a
13th.
brewer stand.
I like that. Is it a sit down? How many courses is it going to be?
5 courses.
Great, and it's all pairings with their beers.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
Because I thought don't they just make pale ale? I mean, that's all I ever seen. I didn't know they had 5 different beers, but that's just I haven't seen.
They have they've made dozens of beers since they
started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's going to be really nice. And it's a preset. What's the price on that?
It's $60.
$60, good. And Mr. Stover is going to get crazy, so you know the food's going to be phenomenal. Mm-hmm. Is that already sold out?
You know what? It is. As of last night, it did sell out. Dang. So yeah, Jamie Floyd's a really great guy, and I think folks are excited to spend some time with him.
Can you sit on the patio? Or will the rest of the restaurant be open for just normal business, or how's that going to go on that night?
Mondays were closed, so that's why we decided to do it that day. Yeah, so people will really have some nice FaceTime, and we kept it to intimate and small for that purpose.
I like that.
Great.
So if the Jopra shows up on the back step, wait, I'm just waving.
We might let you peek your head.
They might turn their head like Harry's hair, Harry.
Treat me like Harry.
Like, hey, what's up? Cheers. Cheers. Here's a high life.
Please give Jopra some beer, please. Thirsty, very thirsty. Well, that's excellent. Well, I tell you this, what a good story you guys are doing. I mean, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, a lawyer and an REI person coming together to launch not just one, but two great little restaurants, good pub. When's number 3? I got to think 3 is not far away.
I know. I've made him promise to not let me do another one, but
2's hard. 3's
we'll
easy.
Get the itch.
Come on, you got the fever now. 2's hard. 3's easy. It's like kids. 2's easy. Or 2's hard. 3's easy. 4, heck, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, my guess, a year down the road, Ellen will be itching to open a third.
And where are we going? Can I get the inside scoop?
We don't know.
Finney Ridge, right?
Finney
Ridge, could be
Greenwood,
wherever's light and airy.
Light and airy. What about Madison Park? Too many rich folks down there? Not enough beer drinkers?
Maybe too long a commute for us.
That's true. You guys like to walk.
Yeah.
You guys like to walk.
Close, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Finney Ridge, Greenwood
Finney
Avenue.
Ridge, Greenwood.
We can call that one from a mile. Well, Rick, Ellen, thanks for coming on the Jopra Show today, folks. I mean,
Thank you,
keep doing what you guys are doing. I'll be down there soon.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
I'll be down there soon to come and have some breakfast or, a Monday night, when no one's looking.
They're closed Monday.
I know, but, I know Rick's down there
still
doing
there.
some work.
Oh.
They're working all the time.
Yeah, we're still there.
All of a sudden, Joe shows up with 20 people. It's okay. I know them.
We're here to spend some money.
I know these guys.
Right,
It's okay.
right. Oh, and then before we go, real quick, I got to talk about Mother's Day with them. You're doing the Snowdrift Cider at Noble Fir, correct?
That is
we do.
correct.
We have a release. They're releasing a cider that they aged in dry fly barrels. And
wow.
Yeah, and so they will be releasing that at the Noble Fir this Sunday on Mother's Day, and we'll be pouring a number of their other ciders as well. Cool. That's always been popular on Mother's Day, the cider day.
You guys got it going on. You got it going on. Well, great. Well,
Maybe I have to bring my mom down there. She likes cider.
Who doesn't like cider? Eric's going to be down there all weekend. Well, guys, hey, thanks for coming on tonight. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Well, folks, you'll hear it, man. 6 Skill Restaurant. That's right, 3417 Evanston Avenue North down there in Fremont. They also got 6skillrestaurant.com.
Yep.
So go to their website, check out the Big Shark. If you see a shark sighting, let Jopra know, because I'll have to stay away from the water. I don't want to become the fried chicken of the day. This is the Jopra Show.
Meat of the moment.
This is the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk. We'll be right back after these messages. Awesome.
Advertising on The Jopra Show is a great and affordable way to have people stand up and take notice of your business. When you advertise with Jopra, you reach an audience that's smart, savvy, and is receptive to your message. For more information, email Joe at joprashow@gmail.com. That's joprashow@gmail.com.
Conversations Live with Vicki St. Clair discusses issues that are important to you, like good health and well-being, finding a new job, and building your business, overcoming life's big challenges and making sense out of chaos, and living with passion and joy. Join us Mondays at noon Pacific for Conversations Live with Vicki St. Clair. See conversationslive.net for show schedule and guest information.
As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly.
Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm Fred.
And we're Talking Turkey. Every Friday at 4 on Alternative Talk, 1150 a.m.
Talking Turkey Radio, the real dirt on everything edible, from turkeys to really big turkeys.
Fridays at 4 on KKNW, 1150 a.m. in Seattle and the Greater Punjab Sound.
For more information, visit
TalkinTurkeyRadio.com.
Tell your friends, the place to be is Alternative Talk 1150 AM.
I'm Kamala Saxton from Marination on the Jopra Show, and you're listening to Alternative Talk Radio.
Welcome back to the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk Radio. I'm Joe Jano. If you just joined us, we kicked it off quick with Six Gill Restaurants. And I'm telling you, Lisa, I like that spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these guys are some good. They got some
people,
going on.
yeah. That's good things.
And they know their beer. I mean, old Rick and they know their beer.
And their cider.
And their cider. And
I'm excited. Cider's getting a big push right now.
It is. And
I like that.
And Eric Stover's not no gentle giant.
No.
I mean, that's a big chef. And so Black Cod Sandwich is all about me. I'm going to get down there and get physical with one of those soon. And they do breakfast.
On the weekend.
Sardine biscuit gravy. Don't be angry. Well, if you just joined us on the Jopra Show, new day, new time.
They don't really do that, though.
Come on, why not?
You're starting a nasty
They do have
rumor.
pot pies, though. They said Dungeness crab pot pie. I was like, that's why I was like, why not
I bet that's
biscuits and gravy or something with it? Yeah.
Well, if you haven't heard, we've expanded the show for 3 hours. No, just 2. Just joking. So we got to 2 hours here on the Jopra Show. And within that, we brought in some sports people. We just brought in, just not anybody to the family, but we found a special little lady. Her name is Miss Stephanie Elliott. Welcome, Miss Stephanie.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very good. The sun is shining. I can't complain today.
That's it. And, Stephanie's going to be our sports girl every week. She's going to just sort of break out some things that we just may not know about, something on the different path, but also current news. And within current news, we got tick, 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 tick on the old reader dial, breaking news that, Eric, Chris, Lisa, and everybody else, the Supersonic team dropped it today. What's the word on that story?
Well, on my way in today, I heard on the radio they said that Chris Hansen came back and offered another $75 million on top of the deal we had already tried to put through.
75. So what's that number make us in? 625?
Yeah. 625. So $406 million would be the 65% that he's offering the Maloofs.
The Maloofs are facing what? A $440 million deal from the 24-hour fitness group? Mm-hmm. And then 625 from the group the Sonics.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, Stephanie. 440, 625. I'm broke. My casino don't work, and someone's going to give me $200 million more for my team.
But so even if the Maloofs do say, yeah, I'll take the Hansen deal, but if they decide not to move it, what's the point?
Well, back in April, David Stern made it very clear that they weren't going to tell you who you could sell the team to. They're going to tell you where you could keep the team, right? So,
yeah.
So if they've got a binding contract, if Chris Hansen buys the team like they want to, and perhaps their arena deal doesn't go through, right? We've crossed all our T's, dotted all our I's for our arena deal. If theirs falls through, then he can move it, sort of like Clay Bennett did to us back in the day. Or maybe they can get an arena deal done and we put in some kind of stipulation that says you've got to have a certain amount of fans at every game, right? Or some kind of rules that if they can't meet those, we move it.
So why keep offering more money? The other people aren't coming back with more money. So why are we throwing down more money on a team that we can't move that doesn't?
I got to think. I got to think it's making the owners of the NBA really think hard, and especially the relocation committee, to try to think okay, wait a minute. And we're almost at $200 million. There's a point of business where you start to think, okay, stop. Because I think this. I think that there's no end number for Chris Hansen to make this deal. I think that his team, especially his main investor, there's no end number. I mean, the NBA is going to hard to turn down $750 million.
Well, yeah.
It's going to be very hard because that would then take the other high-end teams and escalate them up into the high billions.
Well, yeah, everybody's value goes up, right?
Which
so,
is,
like,
they've
why
gotta
not?
be happy about that.
Yeah.
Right, but, I think that thinking about this, I mean, they're not doing it. They're showing their big stick right now, and they're just going to say, listen, we'll keep offering the Maloofs a number to a point where the Maloofs will go to the rest of the investment of the NBA and go, we want to sell our team. We should have the right to sell our team. I mean, I got to think they should have the right. Not talking moving right now, right? But you just sell.
But they do have the right to sell the team. They just can't. Once the buyer buys it, can't move it.
Well,
right.
But see, what they're trying to do differently is making sure that the Maloofs sell it to a team, to an owner who's going to keep the team in Sacramento. Like, everybody watched what happened in Seattle. They're not going to get fooled twice. You think, Steph?
No, I don't think so. They're definitely going to tread lightly with what they do. I think if nothing else, it lets the NBA know that we're serious and we're going to put up that money for perhaps an expansion team. If nothing else, I know that would be a little ways out. It's not ideal for us by any means, but it looks like, they're willing to pay whatever it takes to get a team here. He's not giving up.
No, he's not quenching.
What about going for a team in a different market?
Nothing's available right now.
Well,
right now.
Yeah, and there's no telling when something could be available.
I think Chris Hansen has been told by the rest of the investment team is this is our shot. Here's our window. We have everything else in play. Go for it. Go for it.
For $620 million, and I owned the new North. What is it? Bobcats. I'd be like, here, take my team.
Let's just make a new league.
Right.
Well,
we got enough money.
That's right.
We got enough money. Start your own league.
If you go back 5 years ago, folks, go back 5 years ago, we were asking the same deal to do our team. So just keep that in mind. So, Steph, I heard you got a big stuff for us today. We got a guy from Stealth, Washington.
Yes.
Mr. Washington of Stealth Lacrosse.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's in with us. He's up in Canada right now, right?
Yep.
Right. Ethan. Talk to me about Ethan. What's going on with my boy?
Ethan is one of the star forwards for the Washington Stealth, our lacrosse team that's based out of Everett. And this weekend they're going to be playing they're going to have the third appearance out of 4 years in the championship. So They're up in Canada right now because they will be playing there tomorrow in the championship game. But yeah, we got him on the phone.
Good. Ethan, what's happening? Welcome to the Jopra Show. How you doing, man?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Good.
Thanks for having me.
Good. Thank you for taking the time out. I know you're busy. Now, where about in Canada are you guys playing?
We're playing at the Langley Event Center in the township of Langley, just about half hour north of the border.
Nice. And how many games are we going to be playing this weekend?
Just one game. It's a winner-take-all game.
Oh, wow. One game. Okay. I like this.
Right.
I like this. And how long have you been playing with the team?
This is my second season with the team.
That's what I'm talking about. And so how's it look? Are we favored? I mean, is this a lock deal?
You know what? It's going to be a tough game. It's probably going to be a close game. All the teams that have played through all the rounds to get here have all been in 1 or 2 goal games to get here, and we both have, the best goaltenders in the game. We both have good D and solid O. It's a really even matchup. But I think we're slight favorites.
I like that.
So when you say that there's going to be a tight game, how many goals? What do you guys score on average per game? Are we expecting a high score here? Are we expecting?
Generally you got to score about 10 to 12 to win a game. Sometimes games get up. Like one of the games actually was a blowout in the first round. It was 20 to 11. So they can get up to about 20, but in general, I'd say average about 12 goals a game is the winner usually, 12 to 15.
That's awesome. And the good thing about lacrosse, it's very, a lot of people don't realize how it's a very physical, quick sport. I mean,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were down by about 6 goals in one of the games that we came back and won. So, nothing's insurmountable if you have, 10, 20 minutes, got a period to work with.
Right. And did you play anywhere else before there, college ball somewhere?
Yeah, I did. I played at Hofstra University on Long Island in New York.
Oh, that's where lacrosse all started, right? My boy Jim Brown was up there at Syracuse, correct?
Yeah, no, it's New York is a hotbed of lacrosse, that's for sure. The whole East Coast actually is very popular out there. Yeah.
Nice. And, let me tell you, are you guys doing things locally with, like, the youth of Seattle? I mean, where's lacrosse going here? I mean, we have a great sports community out here, and there's a lot of field play, and I see lacrosse in high school growing. Do you guys do a lot of things locally?
Yeah. Like you said, though, there's about 4,000 kids in 200 schools that are playing right now in Washington. It's growing really fast.
Wow.
We have a program that's called Sticks to Schools, and we have a couple ambassadors like Chris McElroy that go around to schools and sort of help try to get it into the curriculum and give coaches and students the things they need to have it in the curriculum and an option. And then also there's the Junior Stealth Academy, which is more of like camps and clinics and sort of like training for the younger kids, the up-and-coming stealthers,
So, Ethan, I see that you guys are going to be playing up in Canada this weekend, but you're the home team, right? You should be playing up in Everett at the event center.
Absolutely, yeah. No, just with the way things worked out, we kind of ended up with home floor advantage, and unfortunately, our arena was booked out. I think to Sesame Street or something, Disney on Ice.
Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely. They booked those things quite a long way in advance, and unfortunately, we didn't have the date. So there's kind of a clock that starts, and if we don't come up with a home arena, we lose home floor advantage, and then Rochester would gain it. So we just had to find an arena quick, and I know our team has a really good relationship with everyone up here at the Langley Event Center, and they were more than happy to have us up here, so it kind of just worked out. But I know there's some semi-disgruntled Stealth fans out there that aren't able to make the trip up, and we're sorry to all those people. It's obviously not our first choice, but if nothing else, we hope to bring a title back to them. So.
I tell you this, I'm concerned about them kicking you all the way to Canada, because I got a few arenas down here that aren't doing anything this weekend that should be hosting this thing. Could have been a Key Arena, Hecked, right? There's just two, Memorial Coliseum, there's three. Let's see, Questfield, that's four. Baseball team.
I mean, hey, I just play lacrosse. I just play football, and I don't know about all this stuff here. Right?
I got you. Well, let's ask you some personal questions.
We do have quite a few guys who are from the local area that we're playing in right now, and so it'll definitely have a home feel to us. And I know there are quite a few Stealth fans making a trip up. I think we actually have a bus that's bringing some people up too. So.
That's good.
Should be good either way.
And the bombshells are going to be on the bus too, I saw.
I would imagine they would be. They'll probably get their own bus if they're smart.
The bombshells.
Cheerleaders.
The cheerleaders are going up? Hey, you got cheerleaders at the lacrosse games?
Yes, we do.
Man, that's fun. That's
it's
fun.
More interesting now, huh?
Right. So then after this, what happens? Do you guys take a break and then the league start up again this summer? What goes from here?
Yeah, no, there's a league that takes place in the summer, but it's a Canadian Summer League, and there's a lot of players that play in both. But then NLL doesn't start up again until January. So this is the last weekend of the season, and one team will emerge champion, and we got to wait again until January to play in this league again.
And so in the off season, what do you do during the off season? Are you guys working out as a team, or do you do some joint work? Or you got a day job? What happens to you?
Well, like I said, the season goes from about January till the end of May. And then in the off season, most players play in other leagues, so that's how we sort of stay fit. And training is kind of on your own. Unfortunately, we don't get to hang out all year long together. And then lots of guys have day jobs. Myself personally, I just play lacrosse year round, and I've been doing lots of coaching and clinics and camps and stuff like that, and been managing to take care of myself that way. So been fortunate.
Nice.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's up in Canada, and we're down here in 80-degree weather. Life's tough. Life's tough. Life's tough.
Are you kidding me right now? It is like, I don't know what temperature it is outside. Let's see, 25 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in American, but I'm in shorts and a T-shirt, and I'm feeling nice right now.
Nice. All right, that's what I'm talking about, right? So tell us about game time. What time do they play tomorrow?
The game is at 4 p.m. West Coast time. So 7 on the East Coast, and it'll be broadcast on CBS Sports Network. I'm not sure what channel that is on your service provider, but I'm sure you could find out.
Right.
On Comcast, it's going to be on 412 or DirecTV on 613.
Well, there you go.
And Ethan, you're going to be wearing a mic tomorrow. Is that right? Going to be mic'd up during the game?
Yeah, there's. That's what I heard. It sounds interesting. I'm gonna have to keep my swearing under control. I don't think I'm too bad, but you never know what's.
Is there trash talking out there on the lacrosse field? Do people like trash talk each other?
There's trash talking. Not too much. I'm not a trash talker, and in general, people don't trash talk me. I just like to go out and play hard, and you'll probably just hear lots of team chatter.
Right.
Trying to get all the boys together and keep on track.
I know you're gonna hear. I know you're gonna hear tomorrow. You're gonna hear some collisions on that mic. That's what you're gonna be hearing tomorrow. And we're gonna have some. Oops, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Hey, you okay over there? Let me go get those teeth for you. That's excellent. That's excellent.
Go get those teeth for you.
So then, 4 o'clock tomorrow, we'll be sitting and watching on CBS Sports. We'll post up the channels for you today on the website on the Jopra Show. Pretty impressive, Stephanie. Any more questions for him? I mean, this guy's he's a professional cat. I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
It's good to talk to you. I'm excited to do a watch tomorrow and see you guys bring it home for us.
If you guys can make it up to the game, there's still a few extra tickets, but if you can't, try to watch. And for all you Seattle and Washington area people, try to get out to a game as much as possible next year. And like I said, we'll try to bring one home for you right now.
Nice. Well, man, hey, thanks a lot for coming on the show today, man. I appreciate it. We'll let you get back to work. Good luck tomorrow. Get the big W. And then when you get back in town, let's bring you in the studio so we can have a true get down, all right? Let's do that.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, thanks a lot for having me, guys.
No problem. Hey, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Have a good day.
You got it.
Bye.
Man, what a good cat. Lacrosse guys, man, they got it going on. He just plays lacrosse year round. He just eats bacon and eggs and plays lacrosse.
Are they tall? Are they short? Are they tall?
See, look at you.
I know, my mind's
See, look
going.
at you.
And he was being modest. He got quite a few records while he was in college at D1. So he's
the player.
A lacrosse player, yeah.
He's the player. Is he tall? Is he short?
I don't know. I don't watch lacrosse. I don't know.
I got a picture over here, Lisa.
She's got stats. You're thinking about, hey, this guy good looking.
I don't know. Like, jockeys are small.
Yeah.
Basketball players are tall.
See, my girl Jennifer's like going, he's cute. So, I mean, Jennifer knows.
6'4".
6'4". He's a big Hurricane
6'4",
stud.
215. He's coming in.
He's 6'4", 215. Look at her talking about me.
We may not have to bring him.
And she's got a picture.
We may not bring him into studio, folks. That could be bad.
Can he come in when we're talking about dating and relationships?
Right. Speaking of which, here on the Jopra Show, we got to have a little bit of a little date, a little bit of talk, a little bit of relationship. But let's go to a quick break. Steph, you going to stay around for a little bit? Because I got to ask you all some questions while we get to hear the Jopra Show.
I'll stay and hang.
This is Jojen on the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk Radio. We'll be right back after this message.
If you like The Jopra Show and all its no excuses true,
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
you need to follow Jopra on Facebook. Just search for The Jopra Show, and on Twitter, it's @Jopra Show. We'll keep you up to date with the latest and greatest about what's coming up on the show, public appearances, and everything that is Jopra approved. Jopra approved.
Is that why you were here?
For local news events and silliness, tune into Concerning Washington. We are committed to providing you with the most recent and interesting stories affecting the Pacific Northwest. CW Talk Radio brings you several sides of local news stories and a pretty unique sense of humor that'll start your weekend off right. Your hosts Tim, Lynn, and Anna, keeping you informed and entertained every Saturday at noon.
This week,
tell your mother you love her.
Concerning Washington, Saturdays at noon.
There's a disease that affects almost 1.5 million Americans, and many are too embarrassed to talk about it. It's time for a gut check. Hi, I'm Gary Shipe, and every week on Spotlight, we bring you compelling conversation with local leaders. The inflammatory bowel diseases Crohn's and ulcerative colitis are the subject this week, as well as what the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation want to do for those folks with these incurable diseases. Join me to learn more on Spotlight, Sunday mornings at 5 on Alternative Talk, AM 1150 KKNW.
Spread the word. You don't have to settle for the usual talk radio. Now there's Alternative Talk, 1150 AM.
Hi, my name is Matt Bonini from Restaurant Solutions, Inc., and you're listening to The Jopra Show on Alternative Talk.
Everything I do is big. I talk big money, I talk big homes, I sell out arenas, I call that getting dome. $1 million voice came through the phone. We heading to the top. If you come on.
Welcome back to the Jopra Show. We're talking lacrosse. You got busted, Lisa. If you haven't
I
heard,
got busted. She had all the stats right in front of her.
No,
And then, just so everybody knows, too, he didn't hang up when we thought he hung up. So he heard us talking. And then when we went off air, we were still talking. And then all of a sudden, he came through the speaker and he's like, I can hear you.
Whoops.
So that's...
So we'll be seeing Ethan in studio soon.
Yeah, we definitely got
I
caught.
told him he better bring his A game. Come hang out with my girls. He has no idea. He has no idea. He thinks lacrosse is physical.
Elbows out.
You're right.
Elbows out, ladies.
I tell you this, ladies. I mean, going forward here on the Jopra Show today, we're going to have a new segment.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about do's and don'ts. Next week I'm planning to bring in a panel of beautiful people, and we're going to talk about men and the do's and don'ts. And this is right up your alley, Lisa. I mean, you and Steph.
I went on a rant a couple of days ago to Joe about these things.
You guys will beat this up. I mean, at least you'll be more outpouring about this. Stephanie's a little bit more, how would you say, quiet about her information. Let's just keep it that way.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Because I heard she's been dating, but no one will give me the word of what's happening. But we'll get to that later. But do's and don'ts. We're going to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
And it's and I think we're going to start with men. What men should do and what men shouldn't do. And let me just ask you guys this today, just to sort of get us warmed up for next week. Because next week, I got a panel of girls that are going to talk a lot of trash.
Oh, boy.
Right? But let's talk about do's and don'ts.
Is it just all girls in the room next week? Oh,
yes.
boy.
It's going to get physical. Eric and I have to sit out in the back room. We're going to have to make sure we don't get beat. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, the do's and don'ts. And I'm going to bring up one specific thing. Going out for your first dinner date.
Yeah.
What's the do's and don'ts of a first dinner date? And, and in studio today, my girl Jennifer Shipe is just sort of hanging out with us. So, Jennifer, if you want to jump in, I mean, we're going to talk a little bit after the next break, but if you want to talk in about the do's and don'ts of the first dinner date.
Open the door is a do.
Is a do.
Absolutely.
Whether it's my car door when I'm getting in or my door. Open my door.
Be a gentleman.
Right? Do be a gentleman. What's the other do? I mean, I see a lot of first dates. And some pull it off well. Is sitting next to you a do?
Oh, wait. So here's the thing. Are we at a bar next to me or like at a booth? Like if we're at a booth, sit on the other side.
Out to dinner.
Yeah. No, sit
now,
across
don't be
from me.
rude. You don't act that way with guys. You don't be hard on guys at first date. I've seen you on first dates.
But sit across from me.
Okay, that's what I know. Is next or across?
I agree. Sit across from me. Unless the game's on. Because I'm not trying, if we both have to look towards the game.
Okay, I like that. And so, do or don't. Does he order for you?
No. He just met me, right? This is a first date.
First dinner date.
Yeah,
does
no
he
way.
order for you?
No.
Like, when he asks you what you want, and then does he handle the order with the server?
No.
No. All right.
I don't mind that.
You don't mind that?
No,
See,
The lady will have the sardines and biscuits. That just seems cheeseball, doesn't
Come
it?
on.
Well, here's another thing, too. It depends. Are you sharing things? Because there's places like if you have a pizza or things where it's tapas style, you can be like, we're going to have this. If I'm having a steak and he's having fish or whatever, then, yeah.
Let's just say this is courses. All right? Courses, just to sort of make it simple for everybody. Tapas. They don't take you to tapas for first date.
I'm
No?
just saying.
I'm just saying.
Tapas is great for a first date.
Yeah, I guess maybe it is. I've never done tapas for a first date. Maybe not even for a third date. Maybe I haven't even done tapas.
Topless is even better. But,
right?
That's neither here nor there.
I think if it's a course meal, I want to order my own. If it's a shared meal, I don't mind if he orders.
All right. You get up to go to the restaurant. Does he stand up or does he not when you go to the restaurant?
Depends how old he is. Straight up.
Steph, should he stand up or does he not? Does it matter?
I mean, I guess it's polite. It would probably take me back a
or
little
just
bit.
the gesture of her popping up out of the seat?
maybe give me the fake halfway.
Halfway?
like you're gonna, and I'm like, no, you're good.
All right.
I got this.
Jennifer, does he stand up? Jennifer, on the first date? Does he sort of get up when you're going to the restroom?
I don't really have an opinion either way.
All right.
I don't think it's a bad thing, but I wouldn't expect it.
All right. I'm with you on that. If you... I know this is for sure. I don't even have to talk about the check, so we're going to move past that. But if you were going to have dessert and you went to the restaurant, is it okay for him to order some dessert?
While I'm in the restaurant?
While you're in the restroom. Dinner's over. Does he need to ask you for dessert?
I'll always have dessert. So if I could put a table and dessert shows up, I'm a happy girl.
Yeah, that might be kind of cute.
Yeah.
That'd be
Nice
cute.
surprise,
Yeah. Nice surprise.
Yeah.
So, okay, so listen. Don'ts. He's got to pay for the check, right? That's a do, right? Or is that a don't? Or is that a mid-level?
If he's made the time to ask me out, then yes, he picks it up.
All right.
Check.
If you ask him out, though, you get the check, right?
Not necessarily.
Not necessary. So that check thing's a funny play. We'll talk a lot about that next
Yeah.
week about the check, right? Do's or don't? Does you go on to a second spot without telling you?
What do you mean?
Like, does he take you down the street for maybe an after-dinner drink? Or
Without
does he set up?
telling me?
Like, I
we're
got a
just walking
surprise.
down the street, and then all
I
of a
got
sudden
a
he's like
surprise.
pushes me in the. He's like, "We're going here."
Yes, like as a surprise. I got another surprise for you. Does he have to tell you, or do you like surprises?
I like surprise.
And I honestly think on a first date, it's a 2-drink maximum. So probably shouldn't be going for an after date.
Right? 2 drinks. Do's or don't? Bottle of wine or 3 martinis?
Not 3 martinis. That's asking for trouble.
Okay.
Bottle of wine.
All right. Guys, are you getting all this? Are you taking notes? I'm trying to help you on your first date. All right? Do or don't? Bill comes to the table. Right away, does he grab it? Or does he talk about the tab? Because sometimes I'll go, well, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Sure,
I think the one that the time the bill thing comes, there's just kind of a thing. You're having conversation, and all of a sudden it'll we'll both look at it, or somebody will grab it. I don't think it's like, so what do you want to do? Do you want to splitsies? Like,
Right.
I don't think that happens. I think it just kind of. Yeah.
I think if it happens naturally, it means that there's a connection there. But if it is awkward, you're probably
Then
awkward
somebody's
with
grabbing
that
for it, and they're
person.
like, "I'm out of here."
Well, these are part of the do's and don'ts. Now, folks, starting next week, we're going to have a big session about do's or don'ts on the Jopra Show.
Can I
So
come
be
back?
prepared. You can come back. We'll get it straight. We're going to go to break here on the Jopra Show on Alternative Talk Radio. This is Joe Jano live on Fridays on Jopra Show.
I used to roll up.